let's get started on where we want this club to kind of go. Like we have all sorts of different options we can do. I have something prepared for today.
Should we stroke? You have a call on 101. Should we stroke? You have a call on 101.
And basically, I can just come, if you guys want me to look something up or you want me to come up with a topic of my own, I can just give little mini lessons on different things and we can discuss different things that interest us. Or we can do different themes or challenges or puzzles. We can have individuals in the group just rotate through and come up with different things they want to talk about and do their own lessons. Or just say, oh, now in 2 weeks is what?
Pi Day.
Pi Day on Thursday. So we gotta come up with ideas for that too. What's that?
Miss Kramer's not here.
I know, Miss Kramer's not here, but she's here in the spirit. She's not dead.
Yeah, she's not dead.
Okay, so
They say our spirit still walks and all singing
Then you'll
songs.
know.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's because Ben and I are still here.
yes.
That's why.
Okay, so as far as just brainstorming ideas, what do you guys want to do in this club?
Yes.
You can talk, you can say, I want to pet unicorns for all I care, because I just anything that comes into your head.
Well, I think maybe learning a bunch of like different abstract ways of doing math, especially some useful shortcuts maybe, preferably ones that are like, they're not specific to a particular point of math, like it's not just going to only help those in AP Calculus, you know?
So it's sort of outside the curriculum and different things.
Yeah.
Cool. Abstract / discrete math. Discrete math will cover a lot of those things. So bring things in from that class. Shortcuts, you said. I was looking forward to someone saying that. Because I have a book of shortcuts, and if you ever want to borrow it, let me know. It's super cool.
I think Mr. Tiller has a few discrete math books that we could probably borrow. I could talk.
Yeah. Anything else?
I'd like to know applications for math.
Like career, or is it like?
Yeah, kinda. 'Cause I've heard that.
Math teacher.
Yep. Hey, don't make fun of that. That's where I plan on being as a fallback to my music teaching career. So
No, I don't even have a fallback.
I've heard that calculus is used a lot in like electronics.
Yeah, yeah, and so is trig. So
yeah, trig is like heavily involved in engineering, and a lot of imaginary numbers works are in like electricity and in that field. Mr. Tiller was talking to me about that.
Especially those in this.
Yep.
A polar form of imaginary numbers, which we can talk about later if we want to. That's definitely something we can go over.
As of now.
We could even make it a weekly thing if someone comes in and says, here's something you can do with math. Anybody interested in that? Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Hands up if yes.
Yeah.
All yay?
Yay.
Nay?
Harrison Teddy, please come to the main office. Harrison Teddy,
We'll have to
to the
get
main
a
office,
schedule
please.
every week, make sure someone else has something to do next week.
Yeah.
So who's volunteering for next week? I can start off if you want.
Well, I'll talk to Tiller about that. Oh, I forgot the name of the division again. Dang it! It was synthetic division. Yeah. So.
And we could just have like an open time where we just talk about
because that's going to be
the
first thing
that works too. Just want to have some sort of idea of what we're doing so we can tell other people what we're doing and invite them out, and we aren't just kind of showing up and doing whatever.
Yeah. And I think on occasion, if somebody has a really useful, like maybe calculator program, sharing that within this little circle might be useful.
That's
like,
something I want.
No, I'm not saying my rock paper scissors program is useful. It's just it's fun to pass the time away.
I gotta tell you, every time I have any question about syntax for calculator programming, I go to Camden's program.
It has everything in that one program. How many lines of program was there?
It was like over 100 or 200-ish.
Yeah.
I made a Pascal's triangle.
Which brings up another
Same
point.
here, man. Nice
I would
try.
really like to do some calculator programming stuff. Who's interested in that? learning some more calculator programming things.
Some cultures, most cultures.
I think you'd really enjoy it if you got into it, man. So let's try putting that down.
It would be uncomfortable.
And that also goes
So
to
go ahead and write a comment now, how to do it.
shortcuts on the calculator. Like, I don't know if you know about the two-fraction function. You ever heard of that? You can make any decimal turn into a fraction.
Yeah.
on the calculator.
If it's anywhere close to becoming a fraction. Like I've seen it have like a 3-digit denominator.
Yep.
Sometimes when you're doing that, so it's really.
There's also solvers built into the TI-84, so you can solve for x in certain things when you set it equal to 0. And you can program quadratic formula into your calculator. That's a really simple program. I think you really enjoy that. So all sorts of really cool things you can do with calculators. And I would love to have our CS people get in on that. Okay.
It was a little bit hard to learn
It's
a different language, but it was.
Okay, good.
TI Basics a little
Then, go
wonky.
ahead with your cards and see what other
But
factors.
Well, it's the only thing I know, so I.
You know, arranged marriages or dowries. or
Okay.
anything.
Any other ideas?
Because you don't want to jump into some talk about men and then going back.
We could do biographies of famous mathematicians or crazy stories about them because they're usually pretty quirky people.
No kidding.
Did you know Blaise Pascal? He created the Pascal's triangle, which we'll undoubtedly talk about at some point. You get the next number by adding the two above.
Harrison Petty, please come to the main office. Harrison Petty, please come to the main office.
And it's really, really useful in binomial
This
multiplication.
is really useful, yeah, because if you have x plus y to
So
the
you
fourth,
said it, you said.
these numbers come
at the
straight
end of
across.
the sentence. This time I want you to say it at the beginning.
So x,
So you can
yeah.
say, Alchin states that. You know,
You just gotta learn how to
reports
manipulate the
that,
exponents.
Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay.
I think
Wait a
that's-
second. Yeah, I think that should be. Wait.
Y cubed.
Yeah, y cubed. Then y. Yeah, y to the fourth.
So, the guy who invented that triangle, from what I've heard, also invented roulette.
Where are you?
As in the spinning gambling when the ball that falls into the pockets. So,
Cool.
mathematicians have all sorts of many faceted lives that could be explored and looked at if we ever run out of these things or
Yeah.
things we just want to talk about. So if you ever come up with anything that you want to talk about, by all means, let me know and we'll throw it into the next meeting. Sound good? Okay. Any other ideas before we move on?
Stay away from track, to get this done. He
Be
did.
sure to invite people out.
So if you get it done,
Hey,
call us.
I know you guys have already been working on that. I appreciate that. So just keep it going and it'll be a lot of fun.
So just so you know,
I also don't know, do we want to do some sort of elections?
And my guess is you have a.
Currently, I am the dictator of this group because I started it and therefore I'm doing whatever the crap I want until you guys decide what else you want.
See how you do.
So if you'd like to hold elections, that's great. We can do other
Run
different
for
things.
dictator. Oh wait.
Run for
Do
dictator
that?
usually
That's
doesn't
a
work.
difference.
Unless you're Hitler, then you can.
I mean, let me take it.
Well, as long as it exists as a benevolent dictatorship, then I think we're good.
Ben,
Yes, a benevolent dictatorship.
Got it.
That doesn't mean only Ben in dictatorship. It means benevolent.
Okay.
It just happens to be a pun. Don't let it go to your head.
Make sure all the carboness comes out in the facial hair. So, anything else? Oh, Pi Day. We haven't come up with anything for Pi Day.
Okay, so get it.
I have been told that a certain someone who shall remain nameless for their own
Nameless?
safety
I don't see that on
may
your chart.
bring in pi or 2 pi
Well, you said,
for Pi Day.
is this the whole intro right here?
But square pies?
Or we could bring in some pizza pies.
We could bring in some pizza pies if anyone is interested and has money.
Hey, $5 gets you a large pizza
It's
at Little
true.
Caesars,
That's very
and that's
true.
decent pizza. So
If we get, a $5 pizza and a pie,
Okay,
we
good.
could probably cover the kids.
yeah.
Good intro.
So
All right.
if we want to get started on that, we can talk more next week. But
you have a good topic set.
Any other plans for Pi Day? I can do a little thingy about pi, and I have all sorts of things I can say about it.
Okay.
Anything else we could
Okay,
do?
you said- okay, and so did you get a comment?
So you can listen to the
Oh,
Thomas
okay.
phone.
I just didn't
We
want
could do a pi recitation. Just keep in mind, I know
want you to
50,
take
so
up
you're gonna be.
I know like 10.
I know 20.
Yeah.
So
I'm-
I want somebody to challenge me. I want somebody to make me learn that.
There you go.
first
You got
digit.
3 digits. You're
I
good.
want Kevin to make me learn that 51st digit he's always complaining about because my 50th digit is 0. It doesn't think that counts.
Therefore, it's only. Although you have 50 significant digits, I guess I'll give you that. But
51 because I don't count 3.
oh yeah, that's right.
So
Mm-mm.
anything
That's 6 seconds.
we could do. Think of anything with circles. We could do
Well, that's when you get to that
circle
sentence.
races and roll things down the hallway. We could do.
Maybe it's one of those
So,
flywheels.
getting
That's
first
fun.
and
Flywheels?
second kind of hard, but when it's
What?
done,
You never heard of them?
I don't know. What do you mean?
it will
They're
become.
wheels and they have like, you ever seen Beyblade kind of things? How they have like the pull strings and it spins the top? It's like that except a bit supercharged and it's a wheel.
Oh,
You
right.
do this and they're kind of fun until they run away off
Thanks.
in traffic.
Okay, it'll come a lot in.
I personally think that we should all be wearing Pi Day shirts.
Okay.
Whether that means
So
you
see what I'm
make
doing
one
here?
or you buy one. I have one coming from
Okay.
ThinkGeek. Soon,
Hard work.
getting ready for it.
All right,
Because
I've still got my one with however many digits of pi on it.
hard work.
Yeah.
Taking the
Nothing
initiative.
too hard.
Work on it.
Right,
Okay,
begins.
so it's right here.
So keep that on your mind. We'll talk about it more next week. Hopefully we'll have more people next week too to talk about it.
Drive 60. Now,
Come up with ideas for Pi Day.
You have a lot, dude. You don't have to.
And if you come up with anything you think you're gonna forget, put it on the website, on the Facebook page.
hmm
I say website, but I don't have an actual good one other than Facebook. So
Show the teacher you want it. Okay, show the teacher.
It's an easy way to operate and get stuff out, so
This
it's
is gonna be.
just a good website app overall.
yep, it's fast and easy. Most people check it eventually. So
So,
ideas, comments, concerns, things you want to talk about before I go on my rant?
Marlo Clary, please call intercom 223,
Complain about
please.
Marlo
Marlo,
Cleary interrupting our
223.
math club.
yeah, we gotta get it off first.
Okay. Oh, I forgot one more thing.
Drive to 60.
I believe that we should be.
15 can do, don't let it stop. All right, what if you just take?
Mathematics.
I have got.
So, like any good mathematical cult,
See,
we have an oath to say.
Oh, sweetness.
So if you would all please stand up.
There you go.
And we need to think of a gesture. I don't really have anything on me. I
No
kind of
middle
like
fingers,
this.
Ben.
What?
So no middle fingers.
Which one's the middle?
This kid, I forgot, you guys are on
Just
a
this one? This one? That's in the middle.
Yeah, yeah, well, like they collectively.
I'm
my-
giving you the middle finger. Keep going,
Hey,
Okay.
Well, you just stay right here.
now that's not
No.
nice.
I'm
Try
just
making
looking at
that
some of these things right here that could
There we
be
go.
your main
That'll work.
ideas.
Okay, so repeat after me, and let's see if I can get this right. Math is the study of patterns.
Math is the study of patterns.
So it's kind of like overlapping.
It does not have
So
to
it's
have
hard work.
a purpose to be beautiful or exciting.
It does not have to have a purpose to be beautiful or exciting.
Sometimes asking a question is cooler than
Students,
the
at this
answer.
time,
Knowing the
if you're
answer.
not involved in an
Sometimes asking
activity
a
or
question is
with
cooler
the
than
teacher,
knowing the
we ask
answer.
that you grab your books, your homework, do a little studying tonight, and then head out, okay? Thank you. See you tomorrow.
You're fine.
So I will not ask in a sarcastic voice,
So,
So I will not ask in a sarcastic voice.
when am I ever gonna use this?
you're gonna
When
be-
am I ever gonna use
Yeah,
this?
your paragraph gets over like.
Unless I am
2.5 pages,
sincerely
maybe
interested.
cut a few things.
Unless I am sincerely
You
interested,
have a lot of
Then I
arrangements,
will
just cut
rephrase
off.
it in the following
Try to get
manner.
2 or 3 paragraphs.
then I will rephrase it in the following manner.
How can I throw down this super hip new math stuff, yo?
You said,
How can I throw down a new super hip math stuff, yo?
Or something to that
you have
effect.
perseverance
Or something to that effect.
and
That's not going to be the same for next week. I just
No.
know it.
Yep.
You're now
We can make
officially
it. We can make it a monthly recitation, sort of like taking communion.
I don't know if we want to go that far.
No, we're not going that
Probably a
far.
bad place
I'm
to
saying
go.
it's a monthly occurrence.
Probably
That's
a
all I'm
bad,
saying.
bad comparison. Okay. All right. Well, I suppose this is the thing we actually want to record if we're sharing it. I don't really know.
So it's 15 minutes in.
Just hold it up like this.
No, I'm just looking at the timestamps, so that I know how you can. I can tell you how far to fast forward, so they can get to the good stuff.
Okay.
16 minutes.
Get this. Alright, I think you have
Is it going?
Yep, it's going.
Huh, how long has it been going?
It's been going for 16 minutes.
Of course.
16 minutes, 3 seconds. 16 minutes, 4 seconds.
been
16
recording
minutes,
this
5
whole
seconds.
time?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Like you told me about that.
Well, I thought. Okay, never mind. I thought it was.
So, the first thing we learn as kids in math is how to count. And I think most of us use our fingers. I might have to have
Can you get, without sheet of paper?
I'm writing, I can't use my fingers.